Hello everyone, how are you all? So, let us continue our discussion on sets, relations and functions. Last lecture में we did a very elementary discussion and we saw that what is set? It is nothing but a well-defined collection of objects. Relation क्या है? जब दो सेट्स के बीच में हम लिंक या फिर पैटर्न एस्टैब्लिश करते हैं तो उसे हम रिलेशन कह देते हैं. And what is function? It is nothing but a special type of relation. Now what are the special conditions to be imposed in relation? ये हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. Okay? So we are clear till this point. Set क्या होता है, relation क्या होता है और function क्या होता है. फिर हमने sets पे डिटेल डिस्कशन करना स्टार्ट किया था. हमने देखा था कि set क्या है, एक वेल डिफाइंड कलेक्शन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स कहे या फिर एलिमेंट्स कहे या फिर मेंबर्स कहे, कुछ एलिमेंट्स का एक ऐसा कलेक्शन जो एलिमेंट्स आपस में कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी शेयर करते हो उसे हम सेट कहते हैं. कैसी प्रॉपर्टी कि हम एकदम स्ट्रिक्टली डिफाइन कर पाए कि कोई तीसरा एलिमेंट उस सेट में आता है या फिर नहीं आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने देखा था रिवर्स ऑफ इंडिया. सो अब हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कि नाइल रिवर्स ऑफ इंडिया में नहीं आती है बट गंगा रिवर्स ऑफ इंडिया में आती है. दिस हैज टू बी सच अ वेल क्रिस्प डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ कलेक्शन. ओके, सो दिस इज अ सेट. फिर हमने रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ सेट्स देखा था. वी सॉ सेट्स कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन टू फॉर्म्स, रोस्टर फॉर्म एंड सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म. दोनों तरीके के रिप्रेजेंटेशन हमने देखे थे. एंड देन वी सॉ वन मोर डेफिनेशन, दैट वाज नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन अ सेट. So number of distinct elements in a set is said to be number of elements in a set. Now, before continuing further, let us solve some questions on what we have studied till now. और उसके बाद we will see different types of sets. Okay? So पहले कुछ normal से basic से जो भी theory concept पढ़े हैं उन पे कुछ questions देख लेते हैं जल्दी से. Then we will discuss about different types of sets. Okay? So let us see some questions. First question देखिए. So we have to write the solution of the set of the equation. So question is, we have to write the solution set of the equation x square plus 2x minus 2 equals to 0 in roster form. Roster form में हमें इस equation के solution set लिखना है. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. I know it is gonna have two solution. और मैं यहीं से लिख भी पा रही हूँ कि दो solutions क्या होंगे. See, I'll write this as x square. This is x. So I'll write the x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 equals to 0. So this is x plus 2, x minus 1 equals to 0. So it has two solutions, minus 2 and 1. और roster form में लिखना है, मतलब elements को curly brackets के बीच में लिखना है और comma separate कर देना है. So this is the solution set for this equation in roster form. A very easy one. Next question. We have a set which is given by, we have a set A which is given by 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. Okay. In set builder form. We have to write this set in, set builder form. Roster form में है, हमें इसे set builder form में लिखना है. तो अब हमें इनकी common property देखनी पड़ेगी. अब बता सकते हैं कॉमन प्रॉपर्टी क्या है. सी, दिस इज 1 स्क्वायर, दिस इज 2 स्क्वायर, दिस इज 3 स्क्वायर, दिस इज 4 स्क्वायर, दिस इज 5 स्क्वायर, सो ऑन. तो ये सारे नेचुरल नंबर्स के स्क्वायर है, यही कॉमन प्रॉपर्टी है इनमें. सो हम इससे सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म में क्या लिखेंगे, एक्स स्क्वायर सच दैट एक्स इज अ नेचुरल नंबर. परफेक्ट. Okay. Next illustration देखते हैं. So next illustration is we have to write the set 1 upon 2. I will write the set here. So let us say we have set B which is of the form 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5 and so on. हमें इस set को भी set builder form में लिखना है. So set builder form में कहना है it is this way. This is P upon p plus 1 such that p is a natural number. यही पैटर्न है जो इस रोस्टर फॉर्म में हम देख सकते हैं. 1 upon 1 plus 1, 2 upon 2 plus 1, 3 upon 3 plus 1, 4 upon 4 plus 1 and so on. तो इसी को हमने सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म में इस तरह से लिख दिया. नाउ there is one more question. मैं इसे रीड ही कर देती हूँ. So the question is match each of the set on the left scribe describing the roster form with the same set on the right side describing the set builder form. I think ये शीट आप सभी के पास है, तो आप शीट में से क्वेश्चन साथ में टैली कर लीजिएगा. ओके, सो हमारे पास लेफ्ट सेट में है प्रिंसिपल, अ सेट विद 0 एलिमेंट, वन सेट विद 1 2 3 6 9 18 और एक है 3 -3. सो हमारे पास ये 4 सेट्स हैं. मैं लिख देती हूँ. फर्स्ट सेट इज all the alphabets in the letter principal. Okay, then the next set we have is this 0, एक है 1 2 3 6 9 और एक है 3, -3. अब हमें इसे राइट साइड वाले कॉलम के साथ मैच करते जाना है. सो फर्स्ट इज x इज अ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर एंड इज डिविजर ऑफ 18. सो पहला सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म में है x इज अ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर एंड सेट ऑफ एंड अ डिविजर ऑफ 18. ये किस चीज का रोस्टर फॉर्म है, या फिर मैं ऐसे कहूं जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं वो किस चीज का सेट बिल्डर फॉर्म है. तो वेरी क्लियरली दिस गाय ओवर हियर, it is a positive integer and all the divisors of 18 are present here. So this is the set builder form for it. So this corresponds to A. Then x is an integer and x square minus 9 is equals to 0. X square minus 9 is equals to 0 means x is going to be the 3 or -3 because it is an integer, and this is the set for it. C is x is an integer. X is an integer and x plus 1 is equals to 1. X plus 1 is equals to 1, which means x has to be 0, and this is the solution for it. X is a letter of the word principal, so ये है. And observe one thing कि principal में because there are 2 p's, so we have just listed it once because roster form में हम सिर्फ distinct elements ही लिखते हैं. Okay, now next question, we have to state which of the following are sets and justify answers. Okay, so अब मुझे बताइए इसमें लॉजिक क्या यूज करेंगे हम ये प्रूव करने के लिए कि ये सेट है कि नहीं. We just have to prove that these are well defined collection of objects such that we can easily identify that one element belongs to this set or not. हमें बस ये देखना है कि इतना वेल डिफाइंड कलेक्शन है कि नहीं कि हम आसानी से बता पाए कि कोई एलिमेंट इस सेट में आता है या नहीं आता है. यही हमें देखना है. ओके, so the collection of all months of a year beginning with a letter J. Collection of all years of the month, all months of an year with beginning with letter J. Okay, we can see. I know January, it will belong to this set because it is a month of the year and it starts with J. February, no, because it does not start with J. March, no. April, no. May, no. June, yes, because it starts with J. जुलाई yes because it starts with J. तो इस तरीके से हम बहुत क्रिस्पली डिफाइन कर पाएंगे कि whether a month belongs to this collection or not. So this is a set. Okay. Second, the collection of 10 most talented writers of India. Is this a set or not? I'll say, let us see. The collection of 10 most talented writers of India. अब सोचिए कि अगर मैं कोई राइटर का नाम लूँ, so can I crisply say is this the 10 among the 10 most talented writers of India? Because we cannot define. It is always a related term. In fact, हम दो magazines या दो newspapers भी compare करें, so they will give their own different list of the 10 most talented writers. So this is a relative term. हम crisply नहीं define कर पाएंगे that whether an ABC writers belongs to this set or not. We cannot. So this is not a set. Got it? A team of 11 best cricket batsmen of the world. Same. We cannot define because this is again a relative term. हम crisply define नहीं कर पाएंगे whether Sachin Tendulkar belongs to this collection or not, or whether Mahendra Singh Dhoni or whether Ricky Ponting belongs to this set or not. Because आप भी सोचिए ना, जैसे जैसे नए नए क्रिकेटर्स आते जाएंगे तो ये कलेक्शन हमेशा चेंज होता रहेगा. So we can never crisply define. So this is not a set. A collection of all boys in your class. Is this a set? I'll say yes, because if I point to a boy, you can very well surely say that yeah, ये मेरी क्लास में है, ये मेरी क्लास में नहीं है. So he belongs to the collection, he does not belong to the collection. So it is a set. The collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Yes, again the collection of all natural numbers less than 100. Very obviously, अगर मैं कहूँ 99 तो it is a natural number less than 100, so it belongs to the collection. If I say 113, no, because it is greater than 100. Or if I say 22.2, so no, because it is not a natural number. So this definition is very crisp. So it is a set. A collection of novels written by the writer Munshi Premchand. Yes, because अगर मैं कोई novel कहूँ, for example, let us name some novel, Vandita. So this is written by Munshi Premchand or not? No, it is not. So this is not. So this does not belong to the collection. Based on this, if I take a novel which is written by Munshi Premchand, so it belongs to this collection. So yes, it is a set. Okay. The collection of all even integers, again yes, because मैं कह सकती हूँ कि कोई number integer है या नहीं है और कोई even है या नहीं है. तो अगर even integer होगा तो it belongs to the collection, or else does not. The collection of questions in this chapter. Yes, again, because we know whether this is a question which belongs to this chapter or not. So this is a set. A collection of most dangerous animals of the world. Again not, because फिर भी ये हम श्योरिटी से नहीं करेगा ना कि ये एलिमेंट ये एनिमल डेंजरस है या नहीं है, एंड इट्स अगेन अ रिलेटिव टर्म, सो दिस इज नॉट अ सेट. सो अब आपको फील आ पा रही है कि किस तरीके के कलेक्शन को हम सेट कहते हैं, कितनी क्रिस्प डेफिनेशन चाहिए होती है फॉर अ कलेक्शन टू बी अ सेट और नॉट. ओके, नाउ let us see the next question. So the next question is, we have been given a set A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have to insert, we have been given some fill in the blanks followed by it, और हमें उसमें belongs to या not belongs to sign लगाना है. So this is very easy. They have 5, we know 5 belongs to A, so I'll write 5 belongs to A. Similarly, if I have 0, I know it does not belongs to A, so we write does not belongs to. इसी तरीके से बाकी सारे भी fill कर सकते हैं. It's very easy. Now next question. We have been given some sets in set builder form और हमें उसे roster form में लिखना है. So let us take this one. X is a natural number less than 6. X is a natural number less than 6. So can I write it here? So B would be natural number less than 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. इस तरीके से हम रोस्टर फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. Then x is a 2-digit natural number such that the sum of its digit is 8. Okay. हमने सेट C. X is a 2-digit natural number such that the sum of its digit is 8. 2 digit का natural number such that the sum of its digit is 8. Now see how many such numbers we can have. I can have 18, no, I can have 17, yeah? The sum of the digits is 8. So we can have 17, we can have 26, we can have 35 here, we can have 44 here, we can have 53 here, 62, 71 and 80. So these are those 2-digit natural numbers, the sum of its digits is 8. Okay. Then the set of all letters of the word better. Sum of all letters in the word better. So we will write B, E, T and R. T और E although repeat कर रहे हैं but हम set में नहीं लिखेंगे because we do not write repeated elements in a set. Okay. Clear है? So I think these questions are enough. I mean इससे you have got an idea कि roster form को set builder form में कैसे लेते हैं, set builder को roster form में कैसे लेते हैं, where to use this symbol belongs to, does not belongs to, and how do we define whether the collection is a set or not. Clear till this point? Now let us start our next very important topic, that is let us see different types of sets. Okay. क्या क्या different type के sets हो सकते हैं, let us see. I mean some very elementary definition on sets. Can I erase these questions? Okay. Now let us start a very important topic of sets, that is different type of sets. Now what we are going to see is very different type of sets that exist. So the first type of set that we have to see is an empty set. Empty और empty set को ही हम कभी कभी null set या फिर void set भी कहते हैं. So empty set, and this is how we represent an empty set, either by an empty curly braces or a phi. This is how we represent an empty null or a void set. Now I think the name is self-explanatory to explain what this set is. So an empty null or a void set is basically a set which does not contains any element. So एक ऐसा set जिसमें कोई element exist ही नहीं करता हो, उसे हम empty set या फिर null set कहते हैं. So basically it is a set with no elements, a set which does not contain any element. Perfect. कुछ एग्जाम्पल सजेस्ट करेंगे मुझे एम्प्टी सेट के? कुछ मैं बताती हूँ. लेट अस से we have a set X such that my X lies between 1 to 2 and X is a natural number. Okay. So I say X lies between 1 to 2 and X is a natural number, but we know कि 1 से 2 के बीच में तो कोई natural number हो ही नहीं सकता. So this is an empty set. Similarly, let us consider a set B such that x square minus 2 equals to 0 and x is a rational number. हम जानते हैं कि x square minus 2 का solution क्या होता है? Plus minus under root 2, and plus minus under root 2 is not a rational number, which means this set cannot contain any element in it. फिर एक और एग्जाम्पल देखिए, x such that x is an even prime number greater than. So what is x is an even prime number greater than 2. I know this is going to be an empty set because 2 is the only even prime number that exists. 2 से बड़ा even prime number तो हो ही नहीं सकता. This is an empty set. Similarly आप कुछ real world में और examples मुझे बताएंगे जो empty set के corresponding होते हों and which leads to an empty set at the end. For example, let me give you an example. I say a set of all the students studying in class, a set of all the students studying in class 11 and 12 simultaneously. ऐसा student जो 11th और 12th class में एक साथ पढ़ रहा हो. This is not possible because we cannot have a student who is registered in class 11th and 12th in the same session. True. This is going to be an empty set. उसी तरीके से मैं कहूँ I have a set of all even divisors of 7. So this is again an empty set because 7 is an odd number. It is not going to have any even divisor with it. So this is an empty set. तो समझ में empty set क्या होता है? एक ऐसा set जिसमें कोई भी element present ना हो उसे हम कहते हैं empty set. Okay. Now let us see the next type of set which is finite and infinite set. इससे पहले I want you to revise one definition, that is number of elements in a set. हमने देखा था number of element in a set is the number of distinct elements present in a set. उसको हम कहते हैं number of elements in the set. Now a set which contains finite number of elements present in it, we call it as a finite set, and a set which does not contains finite number of elements present in it, उसे हम infinite set कहते हैं. कुछ examples देखते हैं. Let us say we have a set A, x such that x is number of people present on earth. Okay. And let us say a set B such that x is such that x is number of students in class 11th A of my school. अब देखिए, number of students in class 11th A of my school. This is a finite set. समझिए क्यों? I can count number of students that are present in a class 11th A of my school. Obviously, there would be 30, 40, at max 100 students. So, but still it is a number which can be counted. So, we have a finite number of elements present in the set. So, it is a finite set. Okay. Now, consider this example. Number of people present on earth. This is a finite number, but a very, very, very large number. I mean, we cannot definitely say what is that number going to be. It can be 1 million, 1 trillion, I mean, n number of people can be present on the earth at a time. So, this is what? This is an infinite set. So, basically a set which does not contain definite number of elements is said to be an infinite set. Similarly, set of natural numbers. X is a natural number. Again, this is an infinite set. कारण क्योंकि we cannot say how many elements would be present in this set. We are not sure about the number of elements present in the set. It is going to be a very big number. So, we cannot say. So, this is an infinite set. Now, let us say Q. Set of rational numbers. Again, this is an infinite set. On the contrary, let us take a set A, X such that X is a natural number less than 100. X is a natural number less than 100. So, this is going to be a finite set because we cannot count the number of natural numbers less than 100. They are going to be 100. So, this is a definite set. We are sure कि इसमें कितने number of elements होंगे. So, this is a finite set. Getting it? How do we say an infinite set and a finite set? कुछ और examples दूँ मैं आपको इनके. Okay. Let me read a question. We have to identify how many finite or infinite elements are there in a set. Okay. So, the set of months of a year. बताइए it is going to be a finite set or an infinite set? It is a finite set because we know there are 12 months in a year. A set which is given by 1, 5, 7, 11 and so on. So, what can I see is this is a set of prime numbers. I think इसमें 1, 2, 3 भी present होना था. Okay. So, this is a set of prime numbers, but this is again an infinite set because we cannot say how many prime numbers does exist. Okay. Then a set which is given by 1, 2, 3, 99, 100. So, this is a set of all natural numbers less than 100. So, this is a finite set. Now, the set of positive integers greater than 100. Set of positive integers greater than 100. This is an infinite set because 100 से बड़े तो न जाने कितने positive integers हो सकते हैं. The set of prime numbers less than 99. This is a finite set because you can actually count how many prime numbers are less than 99 that exist. So, I hope now everyone is getting what is a finite set and what is an infinite set. एक ऐसा set जिसके number of elements हम जान सकते हैं. We can say, we can quote a finite number for it. That is a finite set. Otherwise, the set is an infinite set. Clear? Perfectly clear? Now, let us see the next definition of equal sets. When do we say two sets are equal? हम numbers के case में तो कह देते थे कि A is equals to B या फिर 2 is equals to 2. So, we can define equality in terms of numbers. Now, let us see how do we define equality in terms of sets. So, the topic that we are going to see is equal sets. Now, two sets are said to be equal when they have same elements, which means two sets A and B are said to be equal if A belongs to A implies A belongs to B and B belongs to B implies B belongs to A. Got it? दो सेट्स को हम तब इक्वल कहते हैं जब दोनों में एग्जैक्टली सेम एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई हैव अ सेट A 1 2 3 4 and I have a set B 4 1 2 3, then these are equal sets because they contain same elements present in them. So these are equal sets. Let us take some another example. I say a set A 1 2 3 4 5 till 100. Okay, and I have a set A x belongs to n, x is a natural number, and x less than 100. So both the sets contain same elements. So what is this? These are equal elements. And let us say I have a set C, let us say this is B and this is C now, which is x plus 1 and x belongs to 0 to 99, such that x belongs to 0 to 99. So this set will contain elements 1 to 100. So A, B, C are equal sets. Got it? Clear है? इसी तरीके से कुछ रियल वर्ल्ड में एग्जांपल्स देख लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई से A is a set of girls studying in class 11th A. Okay, so A is a set of girls studying in class 11th A and B is a set of girls from class 11th A writing examination of class 11th. Okay, so this is going to be equal sets because जो लड़कियां 11th class के लिए registered होगी 11th A में, वही 11th A से examinations भी लिखेगी. So these are going to be same set of girls. So दो sets को equal तभी कहते हैं when they have equal elements. And what is the definition? We say set A is equals to B. This is how we know equality of two sets. So we say set A is equals to B if and only if A belongs to A implies A belongs to B and A belongs to B implies A belongs to A. अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होती है तभी हम कहते हैं टू सेट्स आर इक्वल. दिस इज हाउ वी डिफाइन इक्वल सेट्स. क्लियर है? नेक्स्ट लेट अस सी अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन रिलेटेड टू से, दैट इज सबसेट्स. ओके, नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट अ सबसेट. सबसेट की डेफिनेशन बताने से पहले या फिर मैं आपको समझाऊं व्हाट इज अ सबसेट, उससे पहले मैं चाहती हूं कि आप कुछ एग्जांपल्स को देखिए. लेट अस कंसीडर टू सेट्स A and B. Okay, A is a set of all alphabets in English. Okay, and B is a set of all vowels in English. Okay, this is one pair of sets. Next, take this example. A is a set of students in a school. Okay, B here is a set of all girls in school. ठीक है? Consider one more example here. A is a set of all divisors of, let us say, 80. Okay, and B set of all prime divisors of 80. अब मैं चाहती हूं कि आप इन तीनों एग्जाम्पल्स को ध्यान से देखिए और मुझे बताइए कि इन तीनों में एक कॉमन रिलेशन क्या है. व्हाट इज द कॉमन थिंग और व्हाट इज द कॉमन पैटर्न दैट एग्जिस्ट बिटवीन दिस रिलेशन, दिस एंड दिस. इस सेट और इस सेट में, इन तीनों पेयर्स ऑफ सेट्स में क्या कॉमन है, देखिए और मुझे बताइए. देखिएगा, पहला सेट इस एग्जाम्पल के फर्स्ट, सेट ऑफ ऑल अल्फाबेट्स इन इंग्लिश, सेट ऑफ ऑल वॉवेल्स इन इंग्लिश. अब मुझे बताइए क्या वॉवेल्स भी अल्फाबेट्स में आते हैं, है ही ना. सो ए ई आई ओ यू जो इस सेट में प्रेजेंट होंगे वो कहीं ना कहीं ए सेट में तो आते ही हैं. सो व्हाट डू आई गेस कि बी में जितने एलिमेंट्स हैं वो ए में ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट वी अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, नाउ सेट ऑफ ऑल स्टूडेंट्स इन द स्कूल एंड सेट ऑफ ऑल गर्ल्स इन द स्कूल. ओके, जो गर्ल्स है वो भी स्टूडेंट में ही काउंट होती है. तो जो एलिमेंट्स इस सेट में प्रेजेंट है, ऑल द गर्ल्स दैट आर ऑलरेडी काउंटेड इन द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इन द स्कूल. तो जिस सेट में जितने भी एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट है वो ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट वाले सेट में तो एग्जिस्ट करते ही हैं. सिमिलरली सेट ऑफ ऑल डिविजर्स ऑफ 80 एंड सेट ऑफ ऑल प्राइम डिविजर्स ऑफ 80. इस वाले सेट में हमने प्राइम डिविजर्स ऑफ 80 लिस्ट किए हैं, बट वो भी तो इस सेट में आते ही होंगे बिकॉज दे आर इवन डिविजर्स ऑफ 80. तो बी में जितने एलिमेंट है वो ऑलरेडी ए में प्रेजेंट है. सो क्या समझ रहे हैं हम? व्हाट वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज द कॉमन रिलेशन बिटवीन ऑल दीज थ्री एग्जाम्पल्स कि जो भी एलिमेंट सेट बी में प्रेजेंट है वो ऑलरेडी सेट ए में है. तो मैं कह सकती हूँ सेट बी इज कंटेन्ड इन सेट ए. कह सकती हूँ कि नहीं? ऑल दी वॉवेल्स आर कंटेन्ड इन ऑल दी अल्फाबेट्स ऑफ इंग्लिश alphabet of English. Okay, all the girls present in a school are contained in the set all the students present in the school. All the prime divisors of 80 are contained in the set all the divisors of 80. Get it? I mean, this is good. Is this sounding logical? या फिर मैं कहूँ this B is a subset of A. A का एक छोटा सा सेट अगर मैं निकाल दूं तो this is B. So this is a subset of A. This B set of girls is a subset of the set all the students in the school. Students in the school का एक subset है all the girls present in the school. Prime divisors are the subset of the all divisors of number 80. Got it? तो सबसेट से इन्फरेंस समझ पा रहे हैं. अब डेफिनेशन समझिए. द डेफिनेशन सेज ए इज अ सबसेट or A is a subset or contained in. So A is a subset or contained in B if A belongs to A implies A belongs to B. A is said to be a subset of B or A is said to be contained in B when A belongs to A implies A belongs to B. मतलब अगर कोई एलिमेंट A में आता है इसका मतलब वो एलिमेंट B में तो आना ही चाहिए. Am I making sense here? मैं कह दी हूँ कि कोई एलिमेंट अगर A सेट में आता है इसका मतलब उसको B सेट में तो आना ही पड़ेगा. तभी मैं कहूंगी कि A जो है वो B का सबसेट है. It is logical. B is a big set over here and A is some small set over here. Okay, B में elements हैं 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 और इसमें है 1, 2 और 3. तो जो B का सबसेट कब होगा? जब A में जो एलिमेंट्स है वो B में तो प्रेजेंट हो ही हो, तभी हम कहेंगे कि B का एक छोटा सा सबसेट है A. Got it? So this is the definition of a subset. A set A is said to be a subset of or contained in set B when every element, each and every element appearing in A has to be present in the set B. और इसे डिनोट कैसे करते हैं? We denote it by this symbol. A is a subset of B. A is contained in B. This is the symbol to represent subset. Okay. So this open end पे है the superset and closed end पे है is the subset. Okay. Got this? This definition is clear. Now consider some situations over here. क्या हम कह सकते हैं A is always a subset of itself. A हमेशा खुद का सबसेट तो होगा ही. वही क्लियर सी बात है. All the elements that are present in set A are already present in set A. So A is a subset of itself. Similarly, I can say phi is even a subset of A. In fact, phi is a subset of all these sets. Let me write it this way. Phi is a subset all the sets. Does this make sense? मैं कहती हूँ phi जो है वो सभी सेट्स के लिए सभी सेट्स का सबसेट है because phi is nothing but empty and that is present in all the sets. So phi is a subset of all the sets. अब एक और देखिए definition. If A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, what does this implies? This implies set A is equals to. देखिए A is a subset of B मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? If A belongs to A implies A belongs to B and B belongs to say the subset of A क्या हो जाएगा? This implies if A belongs to B, this implies A belongs to capital A. तो अब definition क्या हो गई? The definition is A belongs to A implies A belongs to B and A belongs to B implies A belongs to A. This implies A and B are equal set. क्योंकि ये तो equal set की definition बन गई ना, which means if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, this implies A is equals to B. These two sets are equal. Now there is one more definition. If A is a subset of B and A is not equals to B, okay, remember this, A is a subset of B but A is not equal to B, then A is said to be a proper subset of B. A is said to be proper subset of B, okay. If A is a subset of B and A is not equals to B, then A is said to be a proper subset of B and B is said to be a superset. Getting this definition? If A is a subset of B and A is not equals to B, then A is said to be a proper subset of B and B is said to be a superset of A. Got it? What is the definition of a proper subset and a subset? Subset can be equal. अगर A is a subset of B कहती हूँ तो A can be equals to B, but A is a proper subset which means A cannot be equal to B and then B is said to be a superset of A. These definitions are clear. सबसेट का मतलब समझ में आया? एक सेट में से कुछ पार्ट निकाल दो तो उसे हम कहते हैं सबसेट. सो एक सेट में से एक छोटा सा सेट निकाल दो तो उसे मैं कहती हूं सबसेट. क्लियर है? कोई भी डाउट हो यहां तक तो बता दीजिए. एनी स्मॉल डाउट प्रेजेंट टिल दिस पॉइंट. नाउ लेट अस कंसीडर सम मोर एग्जांपल्स ऑफ सबसेट्स. इन फैक्ट हमारे जो नंबर सिस्टम में नेचुरल नंबर्स है, इंटीजर्स है, होल नंबर्स है, ये भी आपस में एक दूसरे के सबसेट्स है. देखते हैं कैसे.